Alright, hello everyone. Today I'm just going to do a quick video and try and keep this under 10 minutes about transitions and rest defences and how they all kind of work together. So, as you can see here, I've set up a pitch with the 5 zones. So the zones would be, this is wide, this is interior, this is central, this is interior, this is wide. Okay, and you can see I've added these little lines here. But I've got a team defending in a 4-4-2 block. So you can see that the block is here on diagonals and you've got straight back 4. And the enemies are occupying all of the 5 areas. Okay. So what we're going to first talk about is like a transition. So here we've got our 8-sided pivot and our 3 are just trying to make a little bit of space. 9's cutting off the 4, 10's cutting off the 5. This idiot's played the bull. Simple pass. Alright. Now, this is the first thing that's going to happen, is that the enemies, the blues, are going to go into a counter press. Counter press is made up of 3 different components. One is the bull, one is the man, and the other is the passing lane. Alright? So normally what happens is that the player who is nearest the ball will get himself in between the ball and the goal and will apply pressure. Then this is a sort of tactical thing. You could have everyone going after the ball. You could have everyone stepping up and marking as tightly as possible, or you could see them cutting out the lanes. But it all really depends on the individual tactics. But those are the main parts of the press, is ball, man, or lane. Alright, so here we're going to go into a transition now. And we have 1 or 2 touches to launch this transition. The most important part of a transition isn't how fast everyone is, it's the quality of the ball forward. That's the first thing. So I'm going to talk about specific transition that I have been coached in and have been getting my lads to play. And if the ball is won on this side of the pitch, we're going to be looking for the 7 to score. And if the ball is won on this side of the pitch, we're going to be looking for the 11 to score. And this is how it works. So the first thing is this here, pumping the ball over the top like that, you might get a goal every once in a while from doing it, but it's not efficient. And I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even say at semi-pro level, at any level of organised football where people have a decent fitness and understand how to get their shoulders in the way of a man without fouling, you're not going to score from just hoofing it over the top. What you are going to score by is using just the same principles for any. And so let me explain this. First thing that I am looking for is I'm looking for my 9 to get wide, and I'm looking for my 10 to get inside. Because what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and create a hole here. That's the game of the transition, is we're trying to make a hole there. Well, and we're also trying to score. So the 4 will go out here. Actually, I'll do the rest. So the ball's going to get played. The ball's going to get played here. Okay. As the 11, I want to come into this area here, the interior. I want this guy here, and I want this guy here, because we're looking, for God's sake, we're looking for that diagonal. Okay, this is an Argentinian style called La Nuestra. And so what's going to happen here, right? Ideally, this is what we want. Is we want the 5 having to come out with this centre back here. We want the 6 having to come out here, and then these 2, the 3 and the 8, are going to have to get back, and the 7 and the 10. This is quite naughty, but I'm the 6. And whichever one I think is fastest, I'm going to shoulder check. Right, that's a bit of experience for you. Is that I'm gonna work as an American football blocker, and I'm just going to check one of these guys. So, with the ball here, R11 is going to make that run there. 8's going to come across here. The 3 is going to go with the 11. The 8 is probably going to be here, and the ball's obviously going to be dropped back here, and I am blocking. I'm trying to block this 10, and this 7. He should be on our 7 here, but he's in actual fact he's probably about here, and I think you can see what is going to happen, right? 11's made that run there. The 10 is going to call from it and stay in this area. 8's going to go out. 7's going to go through, and then ball gets played in, and then your 9 can make that run as well to pull people around. But that is just so what we've done, right, is we have occupied the central spaces. We've occupied the central spaces and the wide areas. We've made a gap here, and we've done it by getting the centre backs out of the middle. Okay, this is something that I've actually done for years. This is true. But I'm now going to talk about the rest defence very quickly. So I'm going to move everyone who isn't part of the rest defence away and talk about how rest defence works in relation to that. So a rest defence wants 3 people central and 2 wide. So this is our rest defence here. This is a 2 and a 3 rest defence. And I think what you're going to understand now is that in a 3 and a 2, which is the current meta, these players here, the 4 and the 5, are going to be dealing with the split strikers from the rest defence running in these areas. This is what Pep Guardiola has changed, where you have players like Walker, Akanji, Ake, who are specialist duelists who can defend out wide. Right? This is why we always talk about, or I always talk about, is a player better at defending wide areas or central areas, because with these runs here, like with this run out here following a 9, the way you defend is you have to match the guy's stride, like so you're both running at the same pace and kind of get across, and then the 6, the 3 and the 8 are the ones that are going to be protecting zone 14 in the central area, with these 2 having 1v1s outside, and that is the resting defence. I hope that was quite clear. Let me know what you guys think.